Everybody, it's MicheleMarieDalene. Today, of course, is the 22nd of August, and we have some new topics today to cover. And it has to do with something that Adapt 2030 has brought to my attention. A couple of scientists have decided to break from the standard IPCC ranks as the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. The scientists, the IPCC, are trying to blacklist the publications up because they don't want this information to come out. This information came to me through Adapt 2030. It's not like I'm making this up. I'm going to give a link to his video so you can follow him as well. But today I want to talk to you about something which is related to what they have said for the most part. They confirm, these scientists that are willing to speak out against the IPCC Kool-Aid, if you will, that it is evidently clear that the weather events that are happening on the Earth are indeed indicating that because the solar minimum and the solar output is lower on our sun, plus the increase in the volcanism, as well as particulars in the upper atmosphere, particulates, that we are going to be seeing in a very short time, starting this winter. I can't wait. I'll get to that in a second. That global cooling is on the way. We're going to be seeing it already. We're starting to see it in some parts of the world. The weather temperatures have dropped in other parts of the world. The system has not reached a state of equilibrium, and there's still some warm patches and cold patches. And those cold patches, of course, are causing a lot of unpleasant surprises. The flooding in Louisiana, in part, is caused by La Nina. Okay, September, and that may seem kind of silly, but it's actual fact. The Weather Channel for the next 3 months shows that for much of the northern U.S., there will be cold trends for the next 3 months, colder than normal autumn. According to them, it doesn't show on their map Connecticut being in the colder than normal trend. It just shows it near normal autumn. So we'll see how it goes. The Weather Channel has been known to have been wrong so much that it's hilariously funny to watch how often they come up with egg on their faces in their results and say, oh, well, it was supposed to be really hot this summer overall, the country. It's supposed to be, blah, this way, it's supposed to be that way. The weather system trumps the Weather Channel, okay? The weather system is, of course, the thing that the Weather Channel is trying to quantify and measure, and it's always going to be thrown in the loops. They're still trying to use the climate change global warming model, and it's not working, okay? All the rain that we got in Louisiana and Texas, in part, is caused by what I think has been called weather inversion. Now, I don't quite get all that weather inversion stuff, but let me tell you basically what happened. You got La Nina, it's colder, maybe not really wicked cold, but cold enough in the upper atmosphere. It's causing rain to condense, the moisture to condense, and it's coming down to the earth, and it's rain. Now, obviously, Louisiana and Baton Rouge has been flooded beyond belief. Almost equally in the same range, in some ways, of flooding as Hurricane Katrina. at least 100,000 people have applied for federal disaster relief. So that's a lot of people. And people were not expecting to see that much rain in a short time. Unfortunately for the people in California, forest fires, they didn't get as much rain as they need. Today, here in Connecticut, the temperatures were nice indeed. In fact, it was so nice that I didn't even have to turn the air conditioning on. It was just nice for me, because I just could work in a studio. And it's a nice cool breeze coming in right now. And I have the windows open, and I have the fan on in the bedroom, and it's, set for slow enough speed that you're probably not going to hear it too much in the video. But it definitely is going to be, this year in the United States, we are going to see in the northern states good amount of cold and possibly good amount of precipitation. How much, I don't know. I can't give you definitives yet. But already I can show you a couple things that was proven by David Byrne of the Adapt 2030 that there was a major over the Hudson Bay, a major hurricane type flow pattern, a vortex that was sending cold air towards Europe, northern Europe. He said that it might potentially be snow in August in Norway. This is about a week ago he said this. Now, I really, be honest with you, I'm extremely excited to think about what this winter is going to be for me. Because winter is my favorite season. And I love winter. And I love it a lot. And I love it cold and snowy and icy. And I actually enjoy it. But I'm going to be honest. There is some issues. We saw that there was a lot of crop damage in Europe. There was a lot of crop damage in parts of the United States. Because of unseasonably dry. Or unseasonably wet. Or anything. And it's causing also in China all the flooding. In the food growing regions of China is going to be impacting the food commodity. Mercantile exchange, which covers the food products such as corn, wheat, soybean, alfalfa, sorghum, green beans, rice, which is a grain, grapes, peaches, pears, and many other things that are temperature sensitive. And these amount of damage that was done to the crops globally was quite a big situation. I definitely recommend you watch the Adapt 2030 till you can get the full scale, and he gives links to all of his sources so you can always be sure to read them, and you don't have to worry about just taking my word for it. And he certainly is going to put his facts in front of you so you can research it yourself. He also has, and he mentions in the latest video, he mentions about his new YouTube channel on, not YouTube, but Facebook section, open forum, so you can actually share information with him and other people who are like-minded. I'm on that. It mentions that in his at that 2030 video. I'm going to show you about the Facebook link, so you can actually go there and check it out as well. This year, unfortunately, my air... this is not really unfortunate. This has actually been... it's been having problems for about a year. My air conditioner in the bedroom, the fan, the bearings finally are wearing out. I mean, maybe if I put a fresh coat of motor grease in there, it might be fine. But basically, the bearings are shot, and so the air conditioner has been removed from the window. I don't know if we're going to be putting another air conditioner in until maybe next year in that room, because we are almost, we're about 1 month away from autumn. On September 21st is Mabon. And so there's no major reason to start investing in buying another air conditioner until next year. So what I want to do is I'm going to save some money in my savings account for a new air conditioner so that next year I can order a new one from Walmart and be all set for next year. But for right now, for this year, I don't think we're going to buy another air conditioner until later. I still got the newer air conditioner here, and that's working fine. And that has just about enough power to cool both rooms. Although I meant a 10,000 BTU would have been a lot better, or even a bigger one. But you know what? Take it with a grain of salt, okay? Now, I wasn't going to specifically make a big deal about this because I know you guys get so sick and tired of the cell phone thing. So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on that. Let me just keep this really simple, really short, really easy. Me and Dory discussed some of the situation with my phone, as I did with my case manager. And me and my case manager and Dory all kind of agreed on the same basic thing. Since I don't use a cell phone for everyday communications, I don't want to have a cell phone. I really don't. I like my privacy. I like it when if I'm out in the public eye, or if I'm eating lunch, I don't really want to be bothered when I'm eating. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I might when I'm out doing videos, but I don't want to necessarily be interrupted in the middle of a video by having a phone do this. You get that? Yep, good old ring sound. I don't want that. So, I rather have my phone be very quiet. Basically, I do want the internet, but and the Wi-Fi on the mobile hotspot provides that for places like the soup kitchen that don't have Wi-Fi. Otherwise, I usually use Wi-Fi at McDonald's. I use Wi-Fi at the house. And it's only $35 a month. And that's a lot easier for me to chew on than trying to keep beating my head across, beating my head against a proverbial wall trying to decide which one. I think it's the most happy arrangement. The cell phone really doesn't get much use, honestly. When I had it pay-as-you-go, I didn't even buy the refill it half the time. Because I honestly, like I said, I don't like to be bothered. When it rings, it just totally discombobulates me. It's always not when I'm ready to deal with the phone. So I have an answer machine, which I didn't check yet. And I do have messages, and I will look at them when I get a chance. But for right now, let me just wrap this up real quick. So that's the plan. So what we're going to do now with the $700 is this. My case manager thought it was a halfway decent answer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put $400 into my savings account. That may not be as much as I would like to throw at it. I can even throw in $500. The reason is that way I can save my money, and if things go wrong or something breaks or if I need to replace something because there's no choice in the few months, I have the money there. It's in my savings. It's nice and tucked away. It'll start earning interest. I will start coming home with some money, and I will be able to pay my bills. Even though savings interest in this country is terrible. Your typical bank today has a very low yield on interest-bearing insurance for savings accounts go, which is kind of stupid because I never could understand why they do that. It's almost to the point of negative interest. It's because the positive interest is so low, it's like 1% annually. That's it. That means that if you have $500 in your savings, guess what? You're only making $5 a single year. A lot of interest, and that's about right. Well, $5 a year. Really, really, really poorly interest. And so I really do want to try to put some money away for that purpose. Am I going to buy any good stuff? Well, there's some money. The reason why I put the money in the savings is that way I have it. In case, like I said, like next year, if I'm smart and the money's still there, I can use that money to contact Walmart or go online to Walmart.com or Amazon.com or whatever and order an air conditioner for the bedroom. That's what I want to do, and that seems to be the most doable option. This year, like I said, we took the old air conditioner out of the window in the bedroom, and we saw, I noticed that the amount of peeling paint that was on the situation in the bedroom was astronomical. I was totally surprised at how much the paint had on the outside of the window had peeled. Paint is old. It hasn't been repainted in aeons. How much is my landlord going to repaint that? Probably not next year. Maybe. You might say, you know what you do? Go let you do it. Well, I could do it. It's just I have to take the thing apart, and I got to get money to buy the paint and the glazing compound, and possibly need some caulk, and might we need to have some wood filler and wood putty to fix up some of the damage to the wood that's been, obviously shown some damage, dry rot, things like that. I'll fix it. It's just gonna take me a while to get all the materials together, but that's the plan. So as far as getting an iPad, it could happen. Yeah, I could still get an iPad. Dory did also agree that she was going to pay me the $70, and then we work on the pack balance she owes, which is good, as long as she keeps her promise. And she already kind of agreed that maybe she said, yeah, maybe it'd be better if you went ahead and did that, because you're not really much into the cell phone stuff. You have a home phone. You're more loyal to your home phone. You like your home phone better. You don't like cell phones that much. You have cell phones, so you find it to be a real pain in the ass, and I do. And I'd rather have a home phone. But it just was to the point where, I know that sounds stupid, doesn't it? I'm sorry, just me. So anyway, I'm going to put a link to the Adapt 2030 video below this video in the comment or in the description, so you can find his link about the latest results from several mainstream scientists that are starting to, for lack of a better term, defect from the IPCC policies, so you can actually follow them and watch what's going on. It's really quite amazing to see this, and how much, as I said, these scientists are starting to say, you know what, this is a bunch of bullshit, and I'm really not surprised at all that they would say that. I'm glad, but like I said, I was equally angry that the IPCC was trying to get a lot of the work deleted from the internet, which I think is disgusting. Look, the internet is supposed to be a open forum. Now, I didn't want to get into the Hillary Rotten Clinton stuff, but I will talk about it briefly. Hillary Rotten Clinton is doing a similar bunch of bullshit and trying to find ways to shut down alternative media. She said that if she wins the election, she will do everything she can to shut down alternative media. That means me, that means Adapt 2030, it means InfoWars, it means Drudgery Report, and many other sites. And we're not really at all happy about this, because we're just trying to do our best to share the information with you. So to have Hillary Rotten Clinton saying that she wants to shut down alternative right side media is disgusting. It's sad, but it's true. Of course, Donald Trump realizes that we need to protect the media, alternative media, because it's giving information that the government-controlled media isn't really telling us. Every time you get government-controlled media, it's always going to try to put a spin on things that's bullshit. And you need to be aware of that at all times, that there is definitely a war going on from information. like I said, if the IPCC is trying to forcibly delete all these independent scientists who are defecting from the IPCC bandwagon to go to and discuss what the scientific results are really showing, it just tells you just how bad it's gonna get. That there's so much mislaying or misconstruing of information. It's sad. It really is. Today, of course, we are doing with a lot of, sad to say, bullshit material that is coming into the internet, and it's despicable at best. All right, so I'm going to post that link to you below here. You can read it, you can watch it, and comment on it with me. I read it, I watched it. I'm on his Facebook channel that he mentioned, group he mentioned. I'm also on another group of another independent climate study scientists as well, so you can find me on both pages. And if you look for the same basically mini ice age, there's actually 2 or 3 groups, and I'm on both of them, so you can keep apprised of what's going on globally and in the environment. It's really sad. It really is absolutely crazy. How many ways are the scientists trying? The good scientists want to come out and they want to tell the truth. They want to save humanity a lot of heartache. The bad assholes are trying to find every way possible to discredit them. And it's really sad because it's hurting everybody. Alright, so let me get this out to you. I'm sorry I didn't do a video at the soup kitchen today, but let me be honest when I say it. My case manager was coming. I had to, get some things done at the soup kitchen, and without the microphone in there, and I didn't want to lug all the camera gear back and forth because without the microphone, it really is hard to get a good sound quality video in there. It's without the cable, and that's another $45 cable. I gotta buy another one. Who stole my first one? If it was stolen, I don't know, but I don't have it, so somebody obviously took it, because if I had it, I would have seen it right here. And I looked everywhere in my apartment that I could think of where I put it, and it's not in here. So that means it's not here. It's not the soup kitchen. It's in somebody else's home, and it should be here. But okay, whatever. All right, so that's it for now. But do me a favor, do your own research. It's going to be wonderful this winter. I love it. It's really getting all excited about it because, I love when it's cold and snowy and icy, and it makes me feel really good inside. But I do also am concerned about the well-being of people who have not prepared, especially the homeless who unfortunately may not be able to do so. And so for you, I'm going to say right now, if you're homeless and you don't have a place to go, this winter is going to be extremely, extremely rough. And I'm really kind of sorry for you, really. But you know what? You got a few months now. Get your heads together. Put your plans together. Come up with a plan that you can live with. And we'll see how it goes from here. But for now, thank you very much for watching this. And I was up to 150 for a while, and then my usership dropped down to 148 again. I don't know what happened. By the way, I still don't know why that one video I did, the soup kitchen, about the T-Mobile, one plan, one viral. I have no clue, and I don't really know. Maybe it's because it was a major deal. People like T-Mobile plan. I like T-Mobile too. Oh, let's talk about that real quick. There is some obviously the mass media, the mainstream media, is reporting the backlash against John Legier's T-Mobile One program. Some people have said that they do not feel comfortable with it, and they feel that it is just plain stupid. Okay, so yes, indeed, there is no doubt in my mind that there is a truth, and there is truth being spoken. People do not like it at all. So for now, I'm going to let you go. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye-bye.